Hello and welcome back to some more F1 2020 and the final part of Season 2 of our Jordan GP My Team Career Mode. Today we have the Championship Decider. I'm Joe. If you are somehow new around here, and make sure you click that subscribe button for daily sports and retro gaming content. Could this be the final episode of F1 2020? Plenty more F1 content to come in the coming months, even if it is the final episode for now. But it is the Championship Decider at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Both championships are on the line. We are 15 points ahead of Valtteri Bottas in the drivers. We need to finish 5th, or at least 5th, to win the World Championship. A 1-2 will do it in the Constructors with Perez, and as you can see, we've had a 1-2 in each of the last 2 races. We've won 7 races this season. Sergio Perez has won 3. It's been a fantastic season from Baku onwards, really. We had that amazing run from Holland all the way to Singapore, where we finished in the top 5 every single race, and I think that consistency is what's done it. 2 DNFs for Hamilton in the middle of the season curtailed his championship. He was 100 points ahead much earlier in the season, and I can't believe that he cannot possibly win this World Championship now. The 7-time World Champion will not be becoming an 8-time champion this season. Can we do it? Can we win both championships? That's going to be the question. We've got the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this weekend. I have to say I've been struggling a little bit with the car, so I'm not expecting a dominant performance, but if we can hook it up in Q3, I think we can get pole position once again this season, but it is going to be super, super tough. I don't think it actually tells you on your drive details how many poles you've got. Oh no, it does. 7 pole positions this season so far, and obviously 7 wins as well. Can we make it 8-8 and win both World Championships? Well, first of all, let's find out how we get on in qualifying. Well, here we come into the final corner then for our first flying lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Here we come up to the line. What's it going to be? A 1:33.2.
Fantastic.
Which is fastest for the moment. No idea whether that will be enough to get through in first position. Ooh, a little bit of exceeding track limits there. But Perez goes second, so that's usually a good sign that we've put in a good lap. We're going to get through to Q2. Well, there you go then. Comfortably through to Q2 in second position. Looks very close between the top 4 there. Sebastian Vettel also only 3.7 tenths off in 5th there. Esteban Ocon and Norris, Kvyat and Verstappen looking good as well. Don't know where... Well, Charles Leclerc down in 14th. Nearly went out there. Kimi Räikkönen makes it through Q1 in his final Grand Prix. Nicholas Latifi, Schumacher, Magnussen, Russell, Grosjean and Giovinazzi all out in Q1. Well, here we come up to the line then in Q2. It's not a very good lap, a 1:33.6. 3/10 slower than in Q2, and we are slightly slower than Sergio Perez, both on the medium tyres. So we've gone for that similar strategy, which we tend to employ every race nowadays. We're currently 2nd and 3rd at the moment. I wonder where Bottas is. Hamilton currently top on the soft tyres, so he's going differently to us. Ricciardo goes 4th. Renault are looking quick this weekend.
Fuel remaining.
And I think we found that on circuits where we've got long straights, Renault seems to be right up there, so yeah. Leclerc goes fourth at the moment. We have a little lock up there, but it's all good. Is that Kimi up ahead? I think that is. I know it's Stroll, it's his teammate, but he's up in 9th place at the moment. Be interesting to see whether this time is going to be good enough to get through to Q3. Well, with just over a minute to go, I didn't feel completely comfortable in 6th place, only 3/10 inside the top 10. So I've bolted on a set of soft tyres, and you know, we'll push them hard as if we are going to try and set a time on them.
Just 1 minute.
But you know, we can always bail out of it and use these as our banker set in Q3. That's a decent exit onto the straight. It's looking okay at the moment, still in 6th position, but we can't afford to go out in Q2, so it might be worth just making absolutely sure that we are going to get through. Worry about the strategy tomorrow. Wow, we nearly went into the wall there. Just under a little bit of pressure from the Red Bull behind. We want to make sure that we have a good run at this. A purple middle sector. Can't be a bad thing. We have been quick through the middle sector all weekend. It's the 3rd sector where we've been struggling a little bit. Still in 6th position at the moment. People are going to start doing their laps now. We're down to 7th. Oh, we go close to the wall there. We're 5/10 up. Decision time now as we come round the final corner. We're going to set the lap. We're going to sacrifice strategy tomorrow and make sure that we get through to Q3. And we do in 1st position there. Is that going to be crucial? I don't know whether our time would have been good enough. Well, it was a 33.6, I think. We were quicker than Gasly, so yeah, we would have just made it through in the end. But look at that, Sebastian Vettel out in Q2. Kimi Raikkonen's final ever qualifying session finishes in 16th. Lance Stroll is also out. Ocon, Norris and Sainz will be disappointed not to get through to the Q3 shootout. But Sergio Perez, the only man to get through to the top 10 on the medium tyres. That could be crucial going into tomorrow's race. I think it's going to benefit us. You know, as a team, I think Perez will almost certainly finish in the top 2 with those medium tyres, but we'll just have to find out who's on pole position. Well, here we come, our first run at pole position, and I don't think this is going to be anywhere near. We come up to the line. So 133.4, which is first for the moment, actually. But I don't know where the Mercedes cars are. Hamilton takes pole position on 133.1. What about Bottas? Where's Bottas gonna end up? That's going to be the question. But Hamilton, a good 3/10 quicker. And Bottas goes even quicker. So a 10th quicker for Valtteri Bottas. Mercedes have shown their hand. We're currently in 3rd position. Sergio Perez still hasn't set his lap. Where's he going to finish in this? We've got 1 lap to really wring everything out of this. Get our 8th pole position of the season. And hopefully start tomorrow in the best possible position. But Mercedes certainly looking like they've got pace. We are slightly up on this lap. I wonder whether to finish this. We've gone purple in sector 2. I might finish this, you know. Oh, we picked up a bollard on our way. Don't know if it's under the car, but look at this. We're 0.2 of a second quicker through this section than we were this time last lap. But that's a scruffy little corner. Yeah, this hasn't been great, but we're still 0.3 up. This could be enough for pole position, you know. This scruffy little lap that I'm talking about. Here we come. round the final corner, and we come up to the line. Surely it is going to be pole position. It's a 1:32.8. What a lap in the end. The third sector. Wow, how quick was that? And well, we've managed to steal pole position really from the clutches of Valtteri Bottas. And how important could that be going into tomorrow? Well, look at that. Sergio Perez has took pole position off us on his lap. We're currently in second now.
30 seconds left in the session.
We've set up our final run at this. How can we do on this final qualifying lap of the season, potentially final qualifying lap of the series in this Jordan GP car that has brought us so many good memories? First sector is not good enough. Half a tenth down through there. I'm going to take these corners very aggressively. What a beautiful exit that is onto the main straight. Look how much time we've got. That was a beautiful corner. And we're now 4 tenths up. All we've got to do is hold this on the track, you feel, to get pole position now. Oh, slight lock up there. So we have to be a bit more aggressive with the curb, but the car took it. The car took it beautifully, and look at this. Another 10th gained. This could be an unbelievable lap. We come through the second sector split. Purple through there. Oh, a little bit of a corner cut, but we get away with it. Just about. A little bit wide on the curve there. Decent exit though. Need to nail this corner, and we do. Oh boy, we do. Oh, but we hit the wall. We've lost a bit of our front wing.
Mind that front wing.
But we're going to come round the final corner, and look at this. We go so wide, but we've managed to do it. What? How on earth have we managed that? Have we took pole position, or is it second? It might be second. Surely Perez didn't go that much quicker.
And with qualifying complete,
well, he did.
Review our top three.
Wow!
Perez, the captain, and Valtteri Bottas. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
What a lap from Perez! 1.2 seconds quicker than Valtteri Bottas. And I mean, we wrung the neck of that car, and maybe if we hadn't hit the wall there, we could have got close to that time, but I don't think there was another 4 tenths in that lap. That is insane from Sergio Perez. We wrung the neck out of that car there, and we could not overtake him. He is starting on the medium tyres, so I wonder whether we can jump him into turn 1. But we start in 1-2. If we finish 1-2, we win the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. What an unbelievable end to the series that would be. Oh, maybe for one final time, let's hand over to David Croft and Anthony Davidson, who'll take you through this 2021 Championship decider at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit, just over 3.4 miles long with 21 corners and 2 very long back straights. There are 2 DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 8 and turn 11 and offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners as well, in particular 15, 16 and 17, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. And so, for one final time this season, Anthony Davidson joins me in the commentary box.
Well, the winter break is looming once again. No doubt many of those teams already have their eyes firmly on next season. But there's still work to be done here. Still championship positions to decide, which can make a big difference to the prize money. So no one's going to be taking their foot off the throttle just yet.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Sergio Perez on pole position today, and the captain completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Alexander Albon, and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Sainz, and Sebastian Vettel, Kvyat, Stroll, Kimi Raikkonen, and Latifi. Norris, they've taken a grid penalty. Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell. Gasly, Grosjean, Giovinazzi, and Mick Schumacher. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
One final race start. 26 or so laps of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's going to be a tough one, I think. I think it is going to be a tough one to win this, to get 1-2. But we're going to try absolutely everything. You know, we always drive our hardest, but we need to make sure we don't make any mistakes. We're in the
driver's title.
The driving
it's down
seat.
to this. Now go out there and come back a champion.
Oh, well, there's the pep talk from Jeff. Two-stop strategy looks to be the standard. I don't know what we could do with a soft tyre at the end. Would it be possible to go any quicker? I don't think so. Two-stop strategy. Stick the used on for the middle stint and then the new set for the final stint, I think. Stick a bit more fuel in there. 28 laps of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix begins right here now. I wonder whether, because Sergio Perez is on the medium tyres, whether he can go for a one-stop strategy. That would
right, let's get the car up
be
to
massive,
temperature
really.
on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
So let's switch that to... well, hang on. Surely we can go for old mediums. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, that seems a bit of an oversight. I'd rather put the used set of medium tyres on for the middle stint. Well, we'll just have to see, I suppose. Coming in on lap 7 of this Grand Prix. 29 laps, of course. I mean, Albon up in 5th place. What an excellent qualifying performance for him. And yeah, he's had a couple of good races towards the end of this season. He's had a very unlucky season in terms of reliability, but certainly seems to have the pace out there. But yeah, it's whether we've got the pace to beat Sergio Perez today. It's whether we want to beat Sergio Perez today. Of course, I want to win the Grand Prix, but I want to win the Constructors' Championship. I want to protect Perez's lead as much as possible. I think as soon as Bottas gets in between ourselves and Perez, then that's, you know, going to be the big problem. Can Perez pass Bottas on track? I'm not entirely sure. Of course, he's got the medium tyres. He's going to go a little bit longer into this race than Bottas will. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We got to race our own strategy and just hope that Perez's works out. But here he comes. Sergio Perez lines up on pole for the final race of the season. We are in 2nd. Valtteri Bottas is in 3rd. Hamilton 4th. Albon 5th. We've got Charles Leclerc in 5th, and then Ricciardo 6th and Verstappen 7th.
Forming up. Be patient and watch.
Sainz 8th, Vettel 9th, and Pierre Gasly in 10th place. We've got the 2 racing points, 11th and 12th, which is very nice to see, actually. And hopefully Kimi Raikkonen can get a point in his final race of the season. So here we go. ready for the lights then of this championship finale. It's lights out and away we go here in Abu Dhabi. Perez gets a lot of wheel spin off the start, and you can see Valtteri Bottas is having a look round the outside, and he gets past. Oh, it's actually Lewis Hamilton that gets past us into the first corner. Bottas is actually behind us as it stands, but Perez got a very poor start, and I thought we were going to pass him into turn one, and I think because we were trying to protect him from Hamilton, we've almost lost out there. But you know, it's not over yet. 28 laps, of course. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how we get on here. We come at the end of this pretty much kilometre long straight, I would imagine, and we just need to stay in Lewis Hamilton's gearbox now. We've got to settle into this Grand Prix. Perez needs to get out of that 1 second window, but we certainly seem to have the pace over Hamilton here, and well, we hold it round the outside. Wow, I wasn't expecting to make that move stick there, but it's worked out. But we've lost out to Perez big time. But here comes Hamilton again, having a look round the outside. Wow, that was unsafe. That was very unsafe. Illegal overtake on Bottas apparently. I want to see all this again. That was a disaster really. Hamilton trying to hold it round the outside, and we just could not risk going into the side of him. Hamilton goes wide, and then we get done for an illegal overtake on Bottas. And now look at this. Daniel Ricciardo is side by side with us here, but we're through for now. But Bottas is past us. It's not enough to start panicking, but the 1-2 is certainly in doubt at the moment. But we're down to 4th as it stands, and we don't seem to have the rhythm yet. And that's something we need to establish in these next few laps, and hopefully close in on Valtteri Bottas. Well, we've got DRS on lap 3 on Bottas here. Use this DRS zone to catch up to Bottas, get a good exit from this corner, and hopefully use the DRS this time to overtake him. He's got DRS on Hamilton ahead, but we are closing in. But it's not going to quite be enough this time. That's absolutely fine. Perez controlling the pace nicely up top on those medium tyres. He's going to be able to go longer into this Grand Prix, of course, and that could be crucial.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Well, Bottas has got DRS on Hamilton up ahead. Surely this is going to be a moment that Bottas is going to take Hamilton, and while he's concentrating on Hamilton, can we maybe make a move? Bottas and Hamilton battling side by side, no love lost between them two. Oh, that was so close. A little bit of contact there. We've got DRS. We're going to switch to the inside. Hamilton forces us up against the wall, but we make 2 overtakes in 1. Bottas still side by side, and we are through and back up into 2nd position. And as it stands, we are the world champions in both disciplines, driver and constructors. What a dramatic couple of corners that was. All because Bottas got right up behind Hamilton, and while he was concentrating on him, we just held back and waited for the space to develop. But we need to push on now, because Bottas is going to be right in our gearbox. And we come up to the line, not quite a fastest lap, certainly struggling in the 3rd sector for some pace. But now 3.3 seconds behind Sergio Perez, who's had a bit of an uneventful Grand Prix so far. Can we catch up? Okay, here we come into the pits then, lap 7 of this Grand Prix. We're in, nobody else is in, so we are pitting earliest. Ricardo comes in as well, just to make us feel like we're not being completely stupid, but both Mercedes cars pushing on. I wonder what strategy they are on. Well, we're away in 2.8 seconds, good little pit stop that.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
We go through the tunnel for the first time today. We will go through there twice. And we're away in some nice clean air, so that's worked out well, just in front of Kevin Magnussen in the Haas car. So now it's time to just make sure that we get back out ahead of Bottas and Hamilton, really. In other news, Hamilton did repass Bottas the lap after we passed them both, so Hamilton now in 3rd place, so it's looking pretty certain that we're going to win the Drivers' Championship unless something dramatic happens now, because Bottas needs to finish at least 3rd. Well, he needs to finish at least 2nd actually, because 3rd would only make him tie with us, and we've won more races, so we'd win on countback. So it's looking pretty likely now that we're going to win the Drivers. As I say, unless something crazy happens like a Perez DNF or whatever, but hopefully that won't happen, touch wood. But we've caught up to this gaggle of cars all on the medium tyre, so this could be quite interesting of how quick we can pass all these guys. Now there's a Mercedes car coming out of the pit lane. I don't know who it is. It's Lewis Hamilton. Now where's he going to come out in relation to us?
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Yeah, Hamilton's come out a good couple of seconds behind, so that's worked out well for us. We've just got to make sure that we get past these guys quickly and efficiently and safely. You know, that's the other thing. We can't afford to lose a front wing or whatever. This is for track position, so they're not going to wheel out of the way. Oh, wow. The overspeed coming into that corner nearly went into the back of Latifi. So it's amazing really that this traffic is all that we've caught this traffic so quickly, considering we were a good 4 seconds behind when we came out of the pits, the pit lane. Oh dear, that was terrible.
This is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty.
Another one of them, and we're going to get a 3-second penalty, which could cause a problem towards the end of the race. So, got to be super careful now. Just trying to force the issue with Nicholas Latifi here. We got so much more pace. We can't afford Bottas getting the overcut on us because we're caught in traffic. So here we come. Kimi Raikkonen in for one of his final pit stops. But Latifi is defending valiantly here. But no, we're well ahead of Bottas. Bottas will be very, very disappointed he's come so far behind Hamilton. I guess his tyres just fell off the cliff and he just didn't have the pace. Even though when we're in traffic, we're going quicker than him. And we're past Nicholas Latifi now. I wonder whether he dropped back to get himself the DRS here and maybe have a chance of getting back past us. I think he did. So Nicholas Latifi now has DRS. Is he going to pass us on the straight? No, he's not. So that shows how slow that Alfa Romeo is in a straight line when he's got DRS and probably overtake as well and still couldn't get past us. So now, just behind Stroll, Sebastian Vettel is up to 2nd place at the moment on the medium tyre. Because Vettel, of course, remember, went out in Q2. So he was able to have free tyre choice. But Yeah, that's really interesting actually. Sergio Perez is in the pits now, so this is going to be interesting to see where he comes out. Are we going to have undercut him? I don't think so. I think maybe if we'd had clean air, we could have potentially made up those 2 seconds. I don't think that's going to happen now. Stroll goes into the pit lane, which is good for us. And we've got some clean air with which to push now. So Vettel is there. Perez is now leaving the pit lane. So here we come. There's Perez there. And wow, he's only actually a second and a half ahead of us, so that's really interesting, because now surely Hamilton, had we not been in that traffic, Hamilton would have been right up here with us, but luckily we're still 1-2. Perez on the soft tyres now as well. Hamilton and Bottas interestingly have went softs for the middle stint, so this is going to be really interesting. We're all on different strategies. The top 4 runners, and who's gonna have called the correct strategy? At the moment you'd say probably Sergio Perez. Well, as we come on to lap 14 of this Grand Prix, definitely feeling like we've maybe made the wrong decision here going on to mediums, because the other 3 guys around us on soft tyres are just so much quicker. Look at Perez, 5.4 seconds ahead now. He came out of the pit lane only a second ahead of us. He's pushing so hard on those soft tyres, and the Mercedes car's behind. Only 3.5 seconds behind now. They were 5 seconds back after Perez came out of the pit lane, but they are catching up to us. Surely their tyres are going to drop off before ours though. So it's about prolonging this stint. We do have a set of used soft tyres, which have only been used for 1 lap. Or is it 2? It might be 2 laps in Q3. That's the only problem. I don't know which set of tyres we're going to get back. But it might be worth prolonging this stint and going for soft tyres at the end and really trying to put in the lap times, because I'm also a little bit concerned that if Mercedes get a fastest lap, a 1-2 isn't enough for us.
We're approaching the
well,
pit
that's
window.
our fastest lap for a little while. You can see that Hamilton has come into the pit, so he's come in early. What tyre is he going to put on? Is he going to put mediums on, or is he going to put softs on? Hards on, sorry. No, he has put mediums on. Ricciardo is coming as well and getting rid of his medium tyres. Obviously our pit window coming up soon. But I think the soft tyres are starting to go off a bit, because you can clearly see that it's now 4 seconds the gap. Our medium tyres are still pretty good. I'm going to try and prolong these and stick on the soft tyres for hopefully a 6 lap sprint at the end. It's risky, but I think that's all that's going to save me now. Just got to keep an eye on the gap to Hamilton really. If he starts really pulling it in, I think we've got to come in and just cover that, because the 1-2 is the most important thing now. And the fastest lap, of course, and there you go, Hamilton already 24 seconds behind. So let's just keep an eye on that, maybe over the next lap or so, and see whether we need to cover him. I think we'll be alright, but as I say, if he really starts pulling in on us, then we've got a problem. Perez only 6 seconds ahead now, so yeah, those soft tyres are definitely falling off. Bottas pits now. Yeah, Hamilton sort of stuck behind Sebastian Vettel at the moment. Bottas comes out a second behind Hamilton then. So it is interesting. It is very, very interesting. Hamilton doesn't seem any quicker than us. at this stage, so I think we've just got to try and prolong this stint until the moment Hamilton is quicker than us. That could have been a 3-second penalty, it wasn't though. Until Hamilton is quicker than us, I think it's worth staying on these medium tyres to increase our chances of shoving on the used set of soft tyres for the end of the Grand Prix.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Well, we're going to come into the pits on this lap, so we need to absolutely drive the wheels off this thing, take everything out of these medium tyres. We're going to take the risk and put the soft tyres on. I think that will just help ease our concerns that Hamilton could possibly pass us. But you can see Hamilton now in clean air. He is going pretty quickly. I'm going to keep an eye on that position indicator. When are we going to where are we going to come out? It says second at the moment, and I believe that. I do believe that. But those soft tyres will just help us get that fastest lap secured as well, because Hamilton is definitely, you feel, going to set a fast lap very, very soon with the sort of pace he seems to have. So a little bit naive of me actually. I didn't account for how much Vettel would have been holding Hamilton up, but I think we're going to be alright. I think it's going to be fine. But you can see Perez is closing in on us on his set of medium tyres. Here we come into the pit lane then. We're in. We're going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Perez sets the fastest lap of the race. Surely that's not going to be beaten unless by us. So here we come. We're away. Where's Hamilton? Where is Lewis Hamilton?
Complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Hamilton's coming through the first corner. This is going to be so close. There's Hamilton there. There is Hamilton there. Hamilton comes out ahead. That is huge, because as it stands we won't win the Constructors, but we're on the soft tyres. Surely we're going to manage to get back past Hamilton on the quicker tyres. But that is very, very interesting. That sort of justifies me coming on to the soft tyres. We've got DRS on him straight away. We're going to close up to him. Are we going to be able to pass him? That's the question. We're just going to take it nice and easy into this sequence of corners. Oh, well, a little bit slidey through there. And Hamilton is ahead. Well, that could be crucial. It could be crucial for the championship, this. Perez sets another fastest lap. That's very, very impressive.
Use overtake. Use overtake.
Is Hamilton going to set a fast lap? We come up to the line. Hamilton doesn't set fastest lap.
Is 13.3 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 1.9 seconds.
Surely all of these guys are on new mediums. They're going to surely be at Perez's pace. It's going to be super important that we get past him in this next couple of DRS zones, because these soft tyres will drop off quickly. Well, here we come. We're now right in his gearbox. This should be the chance. This should very much be the chance. We've got DRS on Hamilton. He goes left. We go right. And we're past for now. But remember, Hamilton is going to get DRS on this straight, so is he going to go back past us? No, he's not close enough. He's not close enough. So we're into second in this Grand Prix again. And surely that is going to be drivers and
There's 5 laps
constructors
of fuel remaining.
virtually confirmed here, unless something crazy happens. But what a season it has been, and this race has been no other. It has been topsy-turvy. It has had strategic movements. It's had close up to the wall moments. Now, are we going to set the fastest lap of the race? That's going to be the question. Here we come round the final corner. What's this time going to be? It's a 1:35 flat, which does give us the fastest lap. I don't think anyone is going to match that. So I think we're going to get fastest lap now on these soft tyres. So, woohoo! That must have been close to a 3-second penalty, but we're okay. Now 1.5 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton. I think we've done it. I don't think we're going to catch Sergio Perez, but I'm not bothered. He can win this Grand Prix. That's absolutely fine. We're going to win both championships. That's all that matters to me. 4 laps to go after this. Well, 2 laps to go in potentially the series. It's been an unbelievable journey from the Australian Grand Prix last season. Starting out, we qualified 12th on our debut. And as a 2-time champion in previous games, one with Mercedes alongside Lewis Hamilton, one at McLaren alongside Fernando Alonso, both on F1 2018. We didn't win any World Championships last year and actually had a pretty disappointing season at the Williams and Haas teams. But it's certainly gone well in this career mode. So far, we finished in the top 10 of the championship in our first year at Jordan, which was a great achievement, taking Jordan to 7th place in the championship. This year, after starting out the season pretty much where we left it off last year, we brought in Sergio Perez. We knew he would bring in some good resource points and good points in the race. He's certainly been an excellent addition. Lots of podiums, and this will be his 4th victory of the campaign, and that has seriously helped us in our constructors battle. We've had an amazing run of form since Baku, where we won our first Grand Prix for the Jordan team, only a 1/10 of a second ahead of Sergio Perez in 2nd. It was an amazing moment in Baku earlier this season. Lewis Hamilton at that point was well over 100 points ahead of us and looking on course for his 8th world title. But it wasn't meant to be for Lewis. He's had a rocky second half of the season. We've been winning races left, right and centre. So has Sergio Perez. And we've amazingly managed to overthrow the championship lead. And we are now just corners away from becoming a 3-time world champion and making Jordan GP the Constructors' World Champion. The only thing Mercedes can do now to stop us is set the fastest lap of the race. Hamilton seems to be going pretty quickly. It's whether he's going to manage to set a 1:35.
There's a gap of about 15 seconds until the next car.
But Sergio Perez is going to come round. He's going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And what a season he's had. His 4th Grand Prix victory. We just need to keep it in the confines of the track. There's the fireworks. Sergio Perez wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He's done everything he can. We've run out of fuel. We've run out of fuel. Surely this isn't going to impact the end result. We come over the line and just about win the World Championship.
Oh,
Oh, that was close. Now the question is, Is Lewis Hamilton going to have got the fastest lap? He was racy at the end there. This is crazy. I don't know who's won the constructors, but we win the drivers. Look at that. Whew.
Competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but
wow.
bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was.
Surely we haven't lost the constructors. Did Hamilton get the fastest lap there?
Think it was that sealed the win.
Surely not.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's been
If Hamilton got the fastest lap there, I am going to be furious.
You can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. We do not know what's happened, but what we do know is we are Drivers' World Champion. Whew. Did Hamilton get the fastest lap of the race? There we are. Drivers' World Champion. And what a journey it has been over the last 2 seasons to win that Drivers' World Championship. And there's Matt Gallagher from WTF1. Wow. Have we won the constructors?
So, Anthony Davis,
yes!
who would you rank as your driver
I
of the
think
day?
so.
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on the track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Wow, I mean, running out of fuel on the final lap and finishing only 5/10 ahead of Lewis Hamilton, that could have been crazy. Hamilton didn't get anywhere near our fastest lap in the end. A 1:35 flat. I said it at the time, I don't think that'll be matched, but wow, what a Grand Prix. Sergio Perez wins it. Lewis, we finish second. Lewis finishes third. Valtteri finishes fourth. Ricciardo an excellent fifth for Renault. Leclerc 6th. Albon 7th. Vettel 8th. Verstappen 9th. And Lance Stroll in 10th. Let's find out then. Did we win the Constructors' title? You bet we did! Come on! We win it by 1 point! Whoa! Wow! Oh, that is crazy, because if Hamilton passed us at the end there, he would have took the points off us. That is crazy, absolutely crazy. Ferrari finished third, Red Bull fourth, Renault fifth, McLaren sixth, AlphaTauri seventh, Racing Point a disappointing eighth, Alfa Romeo ninth, and Williams finishing 10th. Haas finished pointless. Wow. Kimi Raikkonen finishing his final championship campaign down in 18th place. Giovinazzi again in the only point for Williams. But we win the Drivers' World Championship, 22 points ahead of Valtteri Bottas in the end. Hamilton finishes third. Perez an excellent fourth, considering, you know, he's only won 4 races this season compared to our 7. But what a Grand Prix. Where did Kimi finish in his final ever race? 15th. Down from 13th on the grid. That's a bit of a shame for him, but wow, what a Grand Prix. I cannot believe that we ran out of fuel at the end there, but Sergio Perez, wonderful Grand Prix. Let's advance on and reap the rewards of winning both championships. That is quite unbelievable what's just happened there. I am in complete and utter shock, I must admit.
You must be thrilled. You seem to have issues with fuel efficiency. Does your team need to invest in that area?
No comment.
Your team dominated the race today. Was it the car or the teamwork?
You can't put a price on teamwork.
How does it feel to be this year's Formula One champion?
Everything I've been dreaming of. 3rd World Championship.
After your team
Matching Senna.
Are you happy for them, or do you wish it were you?
Pushing me to do better next time. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Whew. What a championship. Are we going to get a Will Buxton interview? That's what I want to know. Surely we are. Legend status achieved. And started from the bottom. There you go. And we win the Constructors' Championship within 2 seasons. You've got to say, that is pretty unbelievable. And what circumstances to win it by 1 point. I mean, how do I top that in a potential Season 3? I think there will be a Season 3 later in the year, probably at the start of the next real-life World F1 season. But how do you even top that? I mean, winning it by 1 point and running out of fuel at the end, you could not have made it up. Yeah, we'll manage the sponsors. We don't really need to worry about that too much right now. We'll sort it by weekly income. Why not? I'll just confirm these for now. There you go. Nice. Wow. Whew. I mean, what an unbelievable Grand Prix. Let's go to the driver market. Let's see who we can get. Well, we can't get Hamilton because he's 21 million. What about somebody like Daniel Ricciardo? Let's see if he would be interested. Let's just see. Is he interested? He is interested. Let's negotiate. Start negotiations. Small bid. Let's see. Oh, Renault do want to match that. Let's see. Oh! Are we going to get that? Oh, no. Not quite. Are we going to get him? I think Daniel Ricciardo would be an insane teammate to have. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, no! Oh, what a shame. So, he's going to stay at Renault then. Complete negotiations. So, we can't have Daniel Ricciardo. What about Charles? Charles Leclerc? Max? Valtteri? Vettel? No idea. Yeah. I don't know who I want to go for. Yeah, I guess Perez is the obvious choice. I'd love to go for Lewis, but I just don't have enough money. But we'll see. We'll see what he says. Yeah, we don't have the money. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. All we need to do is make it go on a little bit, and we'd be fine.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. While you will receive a claim,
can we go Ricciardo again?
You'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
I know. That's difficult to decide. I guess we do that at the start of Season 3. If there is to be one, I don't think make the decision now. We'll see what happens. But if you have enjoyed this series, and in particular this episode, then please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot as well. Subscribe to the channel for more F1 content in the future. It's been a fantastic series. Thank you for all of your support. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.